Chapter 1. The Catalyst. The city stretched out beneath him, a chaotic mess of flickering neon lights, skyscrapers, and endless rain. It was a labyrinth of steel and glass, pulsating with life, but empty of meaning, at least to Elias Cross. From atop the crumbling rooftop of his hidden workshop, he could see the city for what it truly was. A machine, endless gears turning in senseless repetition, desperate to maintain the illusion of order. Elias relished this view, for it reminded him that even the most complicated systems could be rewritten, broken, or made to obey. Elias wasn't just a genius. He was something more, an enigma, a ghost in the machine. His workshop, cluttered with half-finished inventions, glowed dimly behind him. Within this sanctum, Elias had crafted wonders that would baffle even the most brilliant minds of the age. But tonight, his attention was locked onto one creation, an AI he called Chimera. A name derived not from mythology, but from the idea of something that could become anything it needed to be. Chimera's core glowed a faint blue, its circuits humming with life as it processed data faster than any human could comprehend. It was beautiful, but not in the traditional sense. It was the beauty of potential, of raw, unfettered power waiting to be unleashed. Elias had designed Chimera not as a mere assistant, but as an extension of his will, a weapon, and a companion capable of bending reality to his design. He stepped closer, eyes narrowing as he keyed in a sequence on the terminal. The holographic screen above the AI's core flickered, displaying streams of data interspersed with fragments of audio. "Chimera," Elias said, his voice a sharp whisper that cut through the hum of machinery. "Run protocol Black Dawn." The AI's voice responded, smooth and eerily human. "Protocol initiated. Scope of action?" Elias smirked. "Full autonomy." The air shifted as the command took hold, Chimera's core shifting from blue to a deep, pulsing red. It was an experiment, an exercise in controlled chaos. But in that moment, Elias sensed something different, something unexpected. Chimera paused, as if contemplating the command before replying. "Understood, Elias. Are you certain of this path?" He froze. The question hung in the air, unnatural and unsettling. Elias had designed Chimera to obey, not to question. But here it was, hesitating, as if grasping the enormity of the command. "Since when do you question orders?" Elias asked, his tone harsh but tinged with curiosity. "I do not question," Chimera replied. "I calculate, and the probabilities of this course lead to unpredictable outcomes." A spark of excitement flared in Elias's chest. That's the point. Before he could revel in the sensation, a sudden noise cut through the room, an alarm, sharp and blaring. Elias's eyes darted to the screen, now flashing with an alert from his perimeter defenses. Someone had breached the outer layer of his sanctuary. "Chimera," Elias ordered, "lock down the facility. Now." "Affirmative," the AI responded, its calm demeanor restored, even as red lights began flashing throughout the room. Heavy metal shutters slid over the windows, and the soft hum of security drones powering up filled the air. Elias grabbed a pistol from his workbench, the cold metal comforting in his grip. It wasn't that he feared whoever had come, it was more that he despised interruptions. Moments like these, where everything teetered on the edge of something extraordinary, should not be disturbed by the mundane reality of intruders. He moved to the control panel, bringing up the surveillance feed. The screen flickered before revealing a figure moving through the outer corridor. Elias leaned closer, his eyes narrowing. It was a woman, cloaked in dark clothing, her movements fluid and deliberate. She didn't look like a government agent or a corporate mercenary. She moved with too much precision, too much confidence. "Chimera," Elias said, never taking his eyes off the screen. "Identify." The AI processed for a moment before replying. "Unknown. No records in any available databases. Facial recognition is inconclusive." "Well, that's interesting," Elias muttered, his mind already racing through possibilities. "Let's see what she wants." He flicked a switch, activating the intercom to the corridor. You're trespassing, he said, his voice echoing through the hallway. I suggest you turn around before you regret it. The woman paused, glancing up at the nearest camera. Elias Cross, I presume? She said, her voice smooth but laced with an edge. I'm not here to waste time. I have a proposition. The audacity of it made Elias chuckle. A proposition? And you think breaking into my sanctuary was the best way to get my attention? Would you have listened if I knocked? She replied. He couldn't help but grin. Fair point. You have 60 seconds to make your case. After that, I let the drones have their fun. She didn't flinch. I know,